Welcome back to my Slay the Spire series. I am on the sofa. I have got a cup of decaffeinated coffee. I bought it by accident. I didn't realise it was decaffeinated, but it's probably a good thing. Last session we did a win with the Ironclad, and then we unlocked the Silent. So we're going to go ahead and use the Silent. For anyone who doesn't know, the Silent is an assassin type character who uses stabby stabs and poison to overcome her enemies over time. She's a lady, I think, with a skull on her head. She starts with slightly lower HP than the Ironclad. Ironclad starts with 80. She starts with 70. Starts with 99 gold. A deadly huntress from the Foglands eradicates foes with daggers and poisons. Her starting relic is Ring of the Snake. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. And then we've got some unlocks. So let's embark. Here we are with Niao. Greetings, I am Niao. Talk. So we've got a choice here. Max HP plus 7 or enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP. Let's go with the 1 HP. Now, let's go and start with looking at what boss we've got. So the boss is the Hex Ghost, which shoots fire at you. So I'm going to want to think about having enough block. I want to upgrade here. Oh, no, I want to upgrade here, 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 here. So I'm going to take this route straight up the middle, fight this elite, these 3 enemies, and go to the shop here. So we're going to start in the centre and fight these blobs. Done, nice and easy. 10 gold, an explosive potion, and let's go with footwork to gain 2 dexterity. For anyone who doesn't know, dexterity boosts your block ability. And in here I don't have much money, so I'm going to remove a card. We're going to try and build this deck, I think, around block and maybe poison, but I haven't decided yet. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to upgrade the footwork card that I just picked up, just to maximise my block. And then we'll kill this one in one go. Goodbye. Now, I talked about poison. I'm going to take the Bouncing Flask. It costs 2 energy, and you apply 3 poison to a random enemy 3 times. That will come in handy later. When I start using it, I'll explain how poison works. Now, I did plan to go up the right-hand side, but I'm just interested to see what's on the left. No, I think that's a bad route. I'm just tempted by the by this fire here. So I'm going to go for the question mark and hope it's not an enemy, because if it isn't, that means I can knock out this elite in 1 hit. Yeah. So we're going to lose 14 HP and upgrade 2 random cards. My Neutralise got upgraded and a Strike. Not too bothered about the Strike, but never mind. So here we've got the Lagiavulin, and we're going to kill it in 1. Very nice. 31 gold. The Ancient Tea Set, and this is a really useful card, but I hate it. I find it really annoying, because you're constantly having to think about what to discard. However, it is useful, so I'm going to take it. Right, let's upgrade. We're going to upgrade the Bouncing Flask, because that is now the core of our offensive strategy. So it changes from applying poison to a random enemy 3 times to 4 times. And then what I want to look at is picking up relics that boost my poison output. There are a few. Oh, I didn't really talk about what the relic I picked up was. The tea set means that you start every fight after going to a campsite with 2 extra energy. Now I want to be upgrading here and here, so we're going to fight this enemy here. And we're going to start with just putting out some block. There we go. Let's hit you, let's hit you, and let's hit you again. That dexterity card is great. So I've thrown out the Bouncing Flask here. That one now dies next turn. So this might be over-explaining, but the way poison works is it stacks up on an enemy. It goes down by 1 each turn. You can see this one has 12 poison. At the start of its turn, loses 12 HP, then reduces the poison level by 1. So the next turn, if it survived, it would be 11, then 10, then 9, etc. But this one's going to die as soon as it starts its turn. Okay, Masterful Stab. Costs 1 additional energy for each time you lose HP this combat. Deal 12 damage. It costs 0. I'm going to take that because that works very well with my block strategy. Having a high block, the chances of me being hit are quite low, which means I might get 1, 2, maybe 3 uses out of that 0 energy card before it becomes a problem. Warpaint. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills. This should be block cards. Yay! Defend. Those have gone up from 5 to 8, and with my dexterity card, they'll each be 11 block each. Great. Upgrade. We're going to upgrade Masterful Stab to 16 damage rather than 12. And that just means while I'm waiting for the poison to stack, I can just get some solid hits out. For the smaller enemies in the first half of the game, that's really good because you can sometimes just get them in one. Alright, 50 gold, remove a card from your deck. I think so. And let's get rid of this strike card. Goodbye. And then let's upgrade another one here. And we're going to upgrade Tools of the Trade, so it costs 0. It's not a card that I like, but it is extremely useful, especially in this strategy where I want to keep getting that bouncing Flask card out as often as possible. Now we're on the Merchant. Because I've got a poison strategy, I'm going to take this card and I'm going to upgrade it as soon as possible. Because then I've got 2 poison cards going out, and that poison actually starts stacking up surprisingly quickly. We're playing Tools of the Trade first. We're going to defend for 8 against the 7 attack, and then we're going to put 12 poison on the Slaver. Oh, I could have hit him with a strike there. Whoops. I was thinking about the poison. So, he's going to attack me for 7. What I want to do is combine the Footwork card and the Defend card together to block that, and I'll also neutralise him with my Neutralise card. So we'll get rid of this strike. So first, 3 dexterity, then block, then we're going to weaken him as well, so he's only outputting 5 damage. And I'm going to hit with that, and then next round he's dead. And I don't even need to bother attacking this time. I'm just going to end turn. The poison can do the job for me. 19 gold, very nice. Now, we've got well-laid plans. At the end of your turn, retain up to 1 card. Yes, I'm going to take that. I would take a second Masterful Stab, but once the Masterful Stab becomes not useful anymore, once you've taken damage like 3 or 4 times, having 2 of them in the deck really bloats it out. So we're going to go with this. And this way, we can always keep block in the hand that we haven't used and that kind of thing, meaning that it's more likely that I won't get hurt. Alright, now we're going to upgrade. Now, I said I was going to upgrade the poison, and I am. Done. Right. It's Hexaghost. There's an advert in the UK years ago for a kid's toy called Hex Bug, and it goes, "What's that coming over the hill? Is it a hex bug?" And I get that song stuck in my head every time I play against this enemy. So what we've done here is we've hit him a fair bit. We've hit him for 6. He's got 19 poison. So when his turn starts, we're going to retain the defend card. When his turn starts, he takes 19. You can see now that's gone down to 18. I'm going to do Footwork. I'm going to neutralise him, so he's only doing 3 times 6, which is 18 damage. And then block what we can, which is all of it. So I'm not taking any damage. I might as well keep this strike card anyway, even though I don't really plan on using it. And then because I haven't taken any damage, I've still got Masterful Stab at 0. Let's get rid of you. So we use that, get that out of the way. Let's weaken him again. Let's do a bit of block, and then let's just use these strikes just to chip away. And we'll keep the Survivor card, because that's now worth 11 block. And I can also use it to start getting rid of those burns if they end up in the in the hand. So let's get rid of strike. And what I want to do here is focus on defending. He's doing 3 times 2, so that's only 6. So I can use... I would use this, but I'm going to use Bouncing Flask because it's just a bit more. And then I'm going to retain the Survivor card, this one, so that if I get a burn through, I can discard it. Oh nice, I didn't get a burn through. So let's get rid of this lower defend card. Let's Bouncing Flask him again. You can see that poison's really starting to stack up now. I'm on 39. Do that, add a bit more weak. The weak condition, for anyone who doesn't know, when you've got it or the enemy's got it, they deal 25% less damage for as long as that weak condition stays on there. Now, I want to... Oh, nearly caught myself out there. I want to defend, so I don't get hit. And I want to keep the Survivor card. I know that a burn card's coming through at some point soon. There it is. So actually, I'm just going to discard it right now. Let's get a poison on you. Let's do a strike. End turn. Keep this. And we're in a nice little cycle now. And then all I have to do on the next turn is end the turn, and he's dead. Bye bye, Hex Ghost. Hex a Ghost. Turn the volume down a bit. Okay, so I've got a fire potion that just does a straight 20 damage. That can come in pretty handy sometimes to just finish someone off. Now here, I've got a few choices. I've got Doppelganger. Next turn, draw X amount of cards and gain X amount of energy. That can be quite handy. Nightmare, choose a card. Next turn, add 3 copies of that card into your hand. Also useful, but I'm not running a high energy thing, so I'm not sure. This, however, whenever an attack deals unblocked damage, apply 1 poison. So this means that I can divert my strategy. I'm still going to try and get rid of my strike cards, but I want to look at picking up Shiv cards. Shivs cost nothing and do a little bit of damage, but if they add poison every time, it will stop that poison decreasing and really kind of reinforce the poison build. So I'm going to take Envenom. You should find a lot of times I might skip activating the Envenom if the enemy is weak enough that I don't need it, or it's more important to spend that energy on something else at the time. Now, Philosopher's Stone. Gain energy at the start of your turn. All enemies start combat with 1 strength. Empty Cage. Upon pickup, remove 2 cards from your deck, or the Tiny House. Now, because of my Bouncing Flask and that Envenom card, and the fact that I don't yet have Shivs, I'm tempted to go for this one. Let's have a little look at my deck a minute. So the ones I remove, probably going to be 1 defend and a low strike, or maybe even both of these strike cards. Yes, let's get rid of these. Okay, just going to go move locations because my partner's in a meeting and pretty much just shouting. I'm going to put my jumper on. Hang on. Professional media department. All right. So we're looking at the automaton boss, which has 1 big damaging output that it does. So I need to. I'm going the right way really with the block. And now almost all of my cards are upgraded. I've got quite a small deck, so I don't need to focus too heavily on upgrading on the way through. But what I do want is to get money, so I'm actually going to do more fights. So let's go up this right hand side. stop in the shops, beat the elites, get their money, and see how that works out for us. So we're going to defend. We don't want to get hurt here. Poison, quick old stab, and actually this guy, I just want him gone, so I'm going to use my fire potion there. He's now pretty much down to half health. Tools of the trade, very useful. And then alright, now I'm not going to use Envenom here because he's nearly dead. So we're going to do a footwork. We're going to do a cheeky defend. Unfortunately, bouncing flask, I don't have enough energy. And I'm just going to stab him. Now, let's get rid of... I want to block most of this, so I'm actually going to get rid of the deadly poison. Stab him. Defend, defend, defend. I just don't want to lose any health. The silent doesn't heal, so let's get rid of this dazed card. Weaken him down. Get rid of that. So he's put the suffering condition on me, meaning that every time I use anything that isn't an attack, I get a dazed card in my hand, which means I just get these like absolutely trash hands. But it's fine because he's going to die the next time I get a chance to attack. Let those melt away. Nice. Okay, so we used the bouncing flask and now he's gone on the next round. So you can see there I took the Envenom card but I didn't actually use it. It's more something I'll use on harder enemies or on big bosses, you know. Now, dodge and roll. This is already upgraded, which is good. Gain 6 block, next turn gain 6 block. With my dexterity card, that means it will be 9, and then the next turn will be 9. So that's actually really useful because that's essentially 18 block for 1 energy. It's a really good payoff. Now, let's play that because it's free. Let's dodge, block, block. And I'm actually going to use one of those just to whittle them down. Okay, so now you can see my masterful, I've taken damage, so my masterful stab is going to cost me 1, which is not what I wanted, not ideal, but that's fine. I should be able to get through this fight without taking any more damage now that I've got my dexterity card in play. He's dead. Now this guy's about to block, and then after that he runs away. And hopefully I can get the damage out on him, but not too sure about that. No, alright. Well, whatever money he had in his pocket is lost to me now. Bye. That's fine, I'll still get a little bit from the one I killed. So I got my 30 gold back that got stolen, 20 gold for killing the guy, but the one that ran away stole some. Now let's just look at my deck here. I do want more poison, so I'm going to take this. And I'm pretty much at the deck I want now. I just want to get everything upgraded. I'm going to... I've got a choice here. I've got 149. I could either remove a card, in which case I'd probably just get rid of this defend on the top left, the second card in. Or I can boost my dexterity even further by taking this relic. Or I can get infinite blades, which will work well with Envenom. It's a tough one. I think that I'm going to go for... For now, I'm going to remove the defend card. I just want a smaller deck, just so those poison cards are coming out. And the Envenom card is just a more opportunistic one if it comes up. So we're going to spin the wheel here, see what we get. Gold! Hooray! That'll be good if we stop at another shop. Wow, I'm on 249. That's great. So, first of all, I want to get rid of this guy, the Centurion. So let's block the incoming attack. Let's poison him as much as we can. I assume it's a man. It could be a lady. I don't know. Let's weaken him with neutralize. And then play that, play that, play that. And we block the incoming damage. I really want that Masterful Stab out, which should come out next turn. That's one of the advantages of having a smaller deck, is that after 3 turns, pretty much everything's out. Now is a good time to use the Envenom card, because I'm not being attacked by the Centurion or by the Mystic. So I can play the Envenom card. I can stab him. It adds 1 poison. That's 2 more poison. He's been healed, but he's on his way down. See, they're not attacking again, so I can just poison again. Play well laid plans. Poison again, and now this fella's dead. And now we can just work on chipping away at the Mystic. And what I'll do is I'll play this nice and slowly, because she doesn't have a lot of offensive power. And we'll just chip away. And she'll occasionally heal herself, but the rate at which we can poison her exceeds the rate at which she can heal herself. Get rid of that. Poison again. Masterful Stab. Poison, and she's gone. She's done. Gone and done. See you later. Okay, outmaneuver, flechettes, quick slash. I don't want any of those. Flechettes can be good depending on what kind of hand you've got, what kind of deck you've got, but I'm not running a deck that it really matches with. So we've got the slavers here. First and foremost, let's just knock 10 off their health using that potion. Then boost our dexterity, and then we'll just block. Because I'm going to get hit here, which means that well-laid plans, sorry, not well-laid plans, Masterful Stab's going to be pretty useless. These ones have a really high damage output, and it's really hard to stop it from harming you. So I'm actually going to get rid of Bouncing Flask here, and we're going to work on getting rid of this back slaver before he can throw the net at us. And who's got the biggest damage output? This one, so let's weaken him. See, I'm going to get hit twice here, which means that now Masterful Stab is going to cost me 3 to play, so it's borderline completely useless. Let's get rid of this defend card, and poison you, poison you. Alright, so although I'm going to get hit again, just by killing that one at the back, that's 12 damage that's taken off the board. Generally the Taskmaster here, the middle one, is has the least damage output, so I'm going to leave him till the end. We're going to block, we're going to block again, and that's pretty much all I can do right now. But that does stop me getting hurt again. And now those wounds are coming in that the Taskmaster puts on you. His damage output is low, but he does give you those wound cards which prevent you from playing a card. Very frustrating. But I'm confident we can get through this one okay. So, Bouncing Flask, yes please. And then I'll keep Envenom just in case I have an opportunity to use it, but it's unlikely because I didn't go for the energy relic. I just don't have the spare energy to really play it. Now, that slave is now out of the game, so let's play this one. So we get 9 block now, 9 block next turn, and now we're just whittling the Taskmaster down until he's off the board as well. Okay, so Bouncing Flask, yes please. I've already got 9 block, so I will end the turn, and I'm going to keep the Survivor card in play this time. Alright, and we've done it. There he goes. Let's see, that one's on 5 now. Okay, so what have we got here? Anything good? Deal 8 damage. If the enemy has weak, gain energy and draw a card. That's pretty useful, but I'm not really outputting a lot of cards that have got the weak condition, just my neutralize card. So I'm going to leave that off the board. It would work really well with this card, apply 2 weak, gain 11 block, but I've already got a lot of block, so what I'm actually going to do is skip and not take any of those. Okay, Tools of the Trade, play that. Now I'm not being attacked immediately here, so I'm going to get off the ground with an Envenom. I'm going to poison this front one and just work through these guys sequentially to take them out one at a time. And let's take a slice. Because I've activated the Envenom, that's going to help me out a little bit. Just stacking that poison just really kind of starts taking them off the board really quickly. So let's get, I'm actually going to get rid of well-laid plans, because although it's useful, I just want to kill quickly here. There we go. So the front one's off the board. Let's get some block on. And now I've started taking damage, and these cultists get really strong really quickly. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to bounce Flask, and then we're going to use dodge and roll. So I get 9 block now, 9 block next turn. And you can see now I'm running really low on health. So get rid of the Masterful Stab. I'm going to slice you, poison you, weaken you, strike you, and then block. And now I am going to take 1 damage here, which is a shame. But now that second cultist is completely off the table, I should be able to manage the final one a bit more easily. So let's get rid of this defend card, because it's the weakest one. We'll block. We want to be looking at getting 15 block. There we go, there's 20. We'll poison him and slice him up, adding a bit more poison. He's now got 12 poison, so a couple of rounds and he's out of the game. So let's poison him up. And there we go, we've beaten him. Which is lucky, because I'm on 18 health now, so... Aha! Alright, so this is the one I didn't buy in the shop the other day. A few minutes ago. Innate. Sorry, Infinite Blades Plus, Innate. At the start of your turn, add a Shiv into your hand. So at the beginning of every round after playing it, I get this Shiv, which is a free card, does 4 damage, but with Envenom, it'll be adding a poison every time. And the upgraded version means that I get it at the start of the combat as well. So that's really handy. I'm going to jump in the fireplace here, take a rest, boost my health back up, and I'm actually going to take this upgraded dexterity as well. So you can see now my deck is starting to get a bit more bloated. I'm on 18 cards, and that means it's going to take 4 rounds before everything comes online. And that's something I need to consider. I really need to focus on taking cards out of the deck now and reducing the size of it. 23 gold. Bag of Marbles. At the start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. That is pretty good, but not really useful for the way that we're playing. Now I'm on 39 health. I can fight this elite. I might avoid this elite though. I'll go into the shop and see what I get. So, Toy Ornithopter. Whenever you use a potion, heal 5. That's pretty good. Whenever you add a power card into your deck, upgrade it. Or upon pickup, raise your HP by 7 and heal all of your HP. I'm going to go for that. Then I'm going to actually remove this low-powered defend card. Take that completely off the board. And then I am done. I'll save my money for the next potential shop. So I think we can beat the Book of Stabbing. But then I'll probably avoid that second one just because. So we're going to Envenom. We're going to Infinite Blades. And then we're going to Footwork. And then we're going to block. And the next Footwork, this one, I will play when it comes around the next time. And here we go. Right. So we really need to look at his damage output because he's going to do 18. 6 times 3 doesn't look like a lot, but 18 is a lot. So I actually want to play some block, get a bit of poison on the board. The real priority here is the block, because when he hits you, he wounds you. And when he wounds you, you start having your deck bloated by those wound status cards, and they are really frustrating. So we're on 11 poison with him now. He's going to hit me again for 6. Next one is 16. So let's get rid of this strike card. I don't really want it. Bit of poison, bit more poison, block, and yeah, I didn't need to get rid of that strike card actually. Yeah, see these wound cards are coming in. Right, well laid plans. Let's get that one on the board. We want to neutralise him, so he's doing 4 times 5, 20, but I've got no block. Which means I'm going to take 20 hits and get 4 wounds, which is not fun. However, he is nearly dead, which is fun. So next round, hopefully I should be able to... Wow, see, 5 wound cards just went in, and that's how quickly it can turn against you. So I don't need footwork, I just want to get him killed. So that's, I only need to do 15 damage to do that, and we've done it. And he is gone. He, she, or they, I'm not sure what a book of stabbings gender is. Distraction, add a random skill into your hand, cost 0 this turn. That is a free card to play, so I'm going to take it. You never know, that might come up with some kind of really good block skill or something like that. So let's try it right now. Distraction. Expertise, draw cards until you have 6 in your hand. That's not what I wanted, but still. Yeah, I'm not going to play that because I've got no energy to play anything with. I should have blocked there really instead of doing Bouncing Flask. I'm going to regret that move. Okay, get rid of that because it's no longer any use to me. And let's footwork, dodge and roll. And then we're looking at chipping away at this rat fungus thing. It's going to die next turn, which is going to give me the vulnerable condition, which is something I really need to be aware of. So we're not going to play Envenom. We're going to focus on block, and then working away at this guy. Okay, now I really need that 27 block. So let's think very carefully about what we're doing here. Definitely dodge and roll, definitely defend, definitely survivor. And then, yeah, I've managed to block all that damage. I've got one more turn of being vulnerable, and then I should be all good. So let's weaken him. So he's going to do 12 damage. Let's play Survivor, get rid of Masterful Stab. Now I've got 19 block, that's good. And we'll play Well Laid Plans. And then the shivs aren't coming in handy here because this monster has recurring block that comes up that only goes down if you hit it physically. I don't have a lot of physical attack cards. So we're going to make sure we've blocked that 8 incoming damage, very nice. Stack his poison up. I'll keep this poison just in case I have an opportunity to use it. And then, yeah, I do, and the next round he goes down. Cool. Yeah, I made a boo-boo there, which cost me quite a lot of energy, so I'll have to be mindful of that as I go up. Sucker Punch, deal 7 damage, apply 1 weak. Slice, a free card that deals 6 damage. Blur, gain 5 block. A block is not removed at the start of your next turn. That's really good, because if I've got something like 30 block, I can keep it. So I'm definitely taking that. We're on 23 health, so we're going to avoid the elite and just go and fight the normal monsters here. So first, footwork. We're going to neutralise the incoming attack there and play Infinite Blades, Blur for a bit of block, and then we'll see what the distraction... Oh, how funny. Phantasmal Killer. Next turn, your attacks deal double damage. Okay, I'm going to play that, but that'll only apply to my Shiv when it comes in. Okay, I have a rare opportunity here to actually play Envenom, so I'm going to do that. We've got 2 block already, so I'm going to play this 8 to block the 6 coming in. And then we really want to start chipping away at the cultist first, because his attacks go up by 3 each round. Now, let's look at this. I'm going to get rid of this defend, play this footwork, Masterful Stab on you, Shiv on you. Got a little bit of poison on him now. Enough block to block. And now I need to be careful about how many skills I'm playing, because these dazed cards are going to start coming in, and they really do like chock up the deck, you know. So let's get rid of Strike, because I need as much block as possible. How much are they putting in there? So I've already covered all the block. 21 plus 12, 33. I've got 38, so I don't need to play the Survivor card. I will keep hold of it. And that just means I've avoided another dazed card coming in and messing everything up for me. Don't need Phantasmal Killer, so we'll get rid of that. Masterful Stab. Right, the Cultist is off the table. I've got 12. I want to defend to stop the 13 damage coming in. And we'll put a poison on him. And then we'll hold on to Bouncing Flask for the next turn. I can start dumping poison on the... I'm going to pivot there and change my strategy, because he's got a couple of vulnerable on me. There's a little cracked heart there. Loads of status conditions. So let's weaken him first. So he's now outputting 18. 11 block, 22 block. I'm going to play the poison. Another 1 poison on from the Shiv. And then just take the hit on those dazed cards coming in, bloating up the deck. Wow, that's a lot of them. I'm actually going to get rid of my defend here. The reason I'm not getting rid of a dazed card is I want them to stay in the hand so that they exhaust when I hit end turn and don't stay in the deck, come round again. All right. Now he's going to do 22 damage, so let's get rid of Bouncing Flask again. I want to dodge and roll. I want to blur. There we go. I've covered the 22 damage, and now I can stab him, poison him, stab him again with a bit of poison. And there we go. We've done it. Next round, he is deed. So let's just end turn there, and watch as he pops off the Mortal Coil, or the Immortal Coil. 18 gold, thank you. Now. I'm on 19 cards in my deck, and I'm playing a block deck. Caltrops, whenever you are attacked, deal 5 damage back. That is so good with the way I'm playing, so I'm definitely going to take it. But now I really want to look at ways to get rid of cards, because I've got 20. I don't really want to go over that if I can help it. Once I've played all my power cards and they're off the board, that does go down. And I really want to look at cycling the poison every single time. Now the Snecko is going to confuse me, which is going to make the fight a bit strange. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Let's play this dexterity using up all our energy. Block the 6 coming in. And we'll hang on to Bouncing Flask. Excuse me, I sneezed. And now that's 22. Let's see what Distraction has to offer first. No, that's trash. Okay, so let's stab him for 1. I'm not going to play Envenom because I feel like Bouncing Flask is more useful straight off the bat, and then we will put another bit of poison on him. But I'll hang on to Envenom just in case. Okay, I'm on 13 health. That's not good. So he's got 22 damage coming in. That's 14 block. Bit of poison, a stab. The Caltrops, so he'll take 5 damage when he hits me. And let's keep Envenom on the board. Ouchie. Right, I'm on 5, but it is dead. Cool. Now I'm in a bit of a pickle because I've got 5 health and I've got a fight to have. So I'm not going to take those cards, even though some of them are very good. I'm definitely going to rest up and heal here, but there's a strong possibility that I may not be able to beat the automaton, which would be very sad. for an opening run. I made some mistakes there where I let myself get hit and I shouldn't have. Infinite Blades, Distraction, Outmaneuver. Oh, that's actually quite good. Let's neutralise his artefacts. And also, we're going to play the Cultist Potion here. It gives us an extra 1 strength every round, which will really help with those Shiv cards as it starts to build up and come online. We'll play some block with Blur so that we keep our block for next round. And add that. Let's block his attack coming in. And then we will, as quickly as possible, get rid of the orbs so they aren't messing with us. Okay, it's taken the venom thing, that's fine. So, had to do 8 damage. Let's just get rid of this one. We're going to put Terror on the automaton. We're going to block the incoming damage, and then we're going to put a poison on this orb. I always focus on the orbs first because leaving them in play in the later stages of the battle could get really challenging. So we'll get rid of Bouncing Flask. I'm not going to use that until I'm just on the automaton on its own. We've got 28 damage coming in, so we need to prioritise that. Oh, now I've got a choice here. Yeah, no, I'm going to put the Caltrops on because that is essentially... Oh no, I've got more than 28 damage coming in. Ah, poop. I didn't see this one here. Okay, I messed up there. Alright, so I'm on 20 health here, but I do have this potion to use if I get in real trouble. Let's get rid of him. Let's be crazy and play Envenom, defend, weaken the automaton for its next hit, and then start chipping away at the orb. So I've got the Caltrops in play now, and I've got the Envenom in play, and right, we'll get rid of you, and then I just want to be blocking this 38 incoming. Blur 11, dodge and roll 12. Okay. So I blocked the 38 damage, the mega beam or whatever it's called, hyper beam. I've got 2 block left over for the next fight, and then 12. Right. Get rid of Bouncing Flask. We're not going to start using that yet. Let's poison him, and I want to put the weak. I want to keep the automaton weak. So I will just, every time neutralize comes up, I just keep hitting it. Well laid plans, thank you. And then we're going to keep hold of, we're always going to keep block on the board because the automaton can really output some damage, some big damage, as well as chipping away at you. So I need to be able to block 18 incoming here, which should be fine. But it means I won't be able to play this one. So 14, 28. Let's smack in with that one while we can still use it, and then excuse me, and then I'm going to keep Survivor. Okay, so we've got a couple of rounds before he does another hyper beam, but I really need to be aware of what I'm keeping where, you know. So let's get rid of Blur because I don't really need it just yet. Let's keep him weakened. Let's hit him with a poison. Let's do outmaneuver so that next round we've got a lot of energy to play with. Let's dodge and roll so that next round we've got 12. Even though he's not attacking, I might be able to apply Blur on top of that, and that'll keep that 12 in my arsenal, so to speak. And then let's make sure we've got Survivor in our hand. Okay, so he's doing 24 damage and I've already got 12 block. So we're going to once again get rid of Bouncing Flask. We're going to shiv him to get another bit of poison on him. We're going to make sure he's weakened. So he's got 3 weak on him. We're going to just straight up defend. So he's outputting 24, sorry, not, I think I said 28 before. And then poison him, and then I want to stab him, and then I'm going to blur, and then I'm actually going to use this card so that next round I've got 20 something, 27 that stays on me. Poop. I was hoping blur would come out again so I could keep this 27. So first of all, let's dodge and roll so that the next round we've got at least 12 on the board. Let's outmaneuver so we've got energy to play with next round. Let's poison, let's stab and poison. Oh, and he's actually dead. There we go. Phew. That was close. I was not confident that I was going to beat that one actually. I thought I might have to restart. Glass Knife. Deal 8 damage twice. Decrease the damage of this card by 2 this combat. Burst. This turn your next skill is played twice. Or Adrenaline. Gain energy and draw 2 cards. I think in this case, because I've got quite a few powers I want to bring online, I'm going to go for Adrenaline. Now, the Black Star, Elites drop an additional relic when defeated. I'm not taking that at the beginning of Act 3. Snecko Eye. This is one that I would take if I had cards that cost like 5, because it really helps then. Because I don't have a lot of energy, it's too unpredictable. So I've got the deck I want pretty much. The Busted Crown. Gain energy at the start of your turn. Future card rewards have 2 less cards to choose from. I'm happy with that because I've pretty much got the deck I want. All I'm doing now is whittling it down slightly. And this gives me 4 energy, which means I can use Envenom and I can use Bouncing Flask more often. So we've got the Donuts. Having a block deck is really good for the Donuts, so that's good. That's the boss we're fighting. I want to go upgrade here or rest, upgrade here. I want to get in this shop. I potentially don't want to fight this elite, so I might go this way instead. So let's look at... I'm happy with my relics. I'm not sure I want to get into too many elite fights because I don't feel like it's that strong a deck. So actually, let's go up this right hand side here. And then we'll get into this shop. Upgrade or rest here. Fight this elite. But if I get to here and I'm in a bad shape, I can always go this direction instead and avoid this elite here. Then I can be here and I can decide whether to go left or right. And then it'll be a straight shot up the side here, or I can go this way and then make a decision on whether I want to fight this one or this one. So we are starting up the right hand side. Nice. Right, first thing I want to do is get rid of the exploder. So we'll pop that there, play that, bit of block, bit more block. And then I'm not going to use the calculated gamble because I've got no 0 cards to play. Well, I've got a few, but there's a risk that I'll lose something good. Right. So first of all, play Adrenaline. Definitely want this. And it's a real priority that I get this one dead. So I'm just going to stick the vulnerable on it. And I reckon I can get it gone next round, because it only needs to take 2 damage to be off the board. Oops. So let's stabby stab that guy. Now let's do an Envenom here. Let's try and get the Spiker off the board as quickly as possible. And then play it at its own game by putting the Caltrops down. Now, oh god, let's get rid of this. That one's still in play later down the line, but that's okay. I also played the Dexterity and the thingy in the wrong order. Now, what I don't want to do is fall into the trap of attacking the Spiker and ending up getting hit as a result. So, in this case, I'm going to attack the Repulsor and kind of like rely on blocking and let the Spiker kill itself by attacking me. Right. Definitely want blur. Let's poison you. Let's stab you. And now my 22 block will carry across to the next round. Right, let's bounce Flask this. Get that one off the board. I can attack you because I've got so much block. And then let's see if we draw something good. Oh, okay. There we go. It's dead. All right, acrobatics. I don't want that. Got a couple of good potions up there. That's fine. Right, let's fight this one. This one can get out of hand pretty quickly, so I'm going to prioritise damage over anything else where I can. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take... Oh no. Let's see if I get a nice block. Not great. But at least I've neutralised some of that damage. Okay. Block, block. Poison. Attack, attack. Yeah. This one's off the board next round. Shiv him. Done. See you later, Orb Walker. Okay, so I don't want flechettes. I picked up a potion there, a weak potion, apply 3 weak. That'll come in useful, actually, on the boss, possibly. So I've got 257 gold to spend. At the start of each combat, apply 4 poison to all enemies. On the boss, that will neutralise one of their artefacts each, straight off the bat, so I'm definitely taking that. I would remove a card here, but I feel like this is more powerful, so we're going to go for that. And then... Oh, do I want another set of caltrops? It does chip away, especially on that boss. I actually want this. I actually want this instead. So we're going to go for the blur card, just because that's going to increase the likelihood of me being able to roll block forward, and that's essential for the final boss. Right, we're spinning the wheel again, I think. And oh, I got hurt. Great. Thanks, wheel. Lose 7 HP. Fabulous. Alright, so we're fighting the transient. We have to survive 5 rounds. Shouldn't be too difficult, but we'll see how that actually goes. I think I'm actually going to use the weak potion on him. No, I will not. I will block instead because he's going to be down to outputting less than 7 damage in a minute. Okay, now it's starting to get weird. So let's weaken him and attack him. Dodge and roll. And... oh, sugar. Yeah, I think I'll play this. Defend. Alright, so I'm going to get hurt for 3 here, which is a shame because Masterful Stab hasn't come out yet. No. I actually don't want to get rid of any of these. But let's get rid of Distraction just because it's the wild card. We want Poison and a bit more. I'll put Terror on so that Masterful Stab does a bit more damage. And then I'll put the caltrops down. They don't really do much, but at least they're out of the hand then. And I've survived this round. Now, let's get rid of Distraction again. Adrenaline Burst. I've got loads of energy. I can play all of these cards, which is really nice because that is one hell of an attack he's about to do. And in fact, he's going to lose 21. So it's actually going to be bang on 39 that he does to me. So how useful is that? Right. Let's get rid of Poison. That's the weak link here. And then he's going to lose 21, so that'll put him on 36, and yeah, that's just under what I've got. Phew, and we survived. Very nice. 15 gold, and I don't want that card. Now I don't need to go to the shop, and I don't really want to fight this elite, because I just feel like we don't have a strong offensive deck. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to pick up a cheeky upgrade, which I think I'm going to bring Envenom down to 1 energy as an upgrade, because I'm going to rely on Envenom a bit more on the boss. Receive Iron Wave and store a card. I don't want Iron Wave. Or do I? Actually, I could store my basic defend. Oh, that'd be good. Okay. Bye-bye. Alright, so there's loads of buffs and things coming into play here. So let's envenom. Let's neutralise this incoming attack. Oh, he already had some weak on him anyway. Let's play absolutely everything we've got, and we should be able to trash this lot very easily, because with the envenom, it just breaks everything to pieces. First of all, let's adrenaline. Okay, well they planned. Distraction. Ugh. That has not paid for itself at all, that distraction card. And there we go. Right. So that one's off the board. And we'll take the repulsor out. That worked well because I want to put this weak potion on the giant baseball, the spheric guardian. It's a baseball, so that it's only doing 14. I'm going to get hit, but I'll take it. Now, the repulsor's dead. And I'm about to get hit for 7, so I'll be on 51 at the end of this fight. Okay, I'm not going to use Masterful Stab. We're focusing more on poisoning this guy. So definitely get 1 poison on there, and just, he's got loads of block and he keeps putting more block on each turn, so we're just going to not even try and attack him. Let's just use that up just so it's not stuck in the deck. And I'm just going to keep adding poison every opportunity I get. So let's discard that to get some energy. And he's dead now. Bye bye, baseball, bloke, man, creature. Alright, 17 gold. Liquid bronze. This is a good potion. Gain 3 thorns. So that's like my caltrops. It means that they get hurt if they attack me. Poison stab, deal 6 damage, apply 3 poison. It's good, but it would have been good if I picked it up earlier. I've already got 23 cards in the deck, so I'm going to stick with what I've got. Centennial Puzzle. The first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. Very useful. Kind of offsets losing the ability to use Masterful Stab if I get hit. Now, I've got a puzzling one here. Do I go up the right hand side, play it safe, or do I fight this elite here and then get access to 2 heals or upgrades on this line? And also 2 question marks. I'm going to take the risk and I'm going to go to the left. We are fighting the Nemesis. I did not mean to block there. So let's stick the Terror on him straight away. Let's do Tools of the Trade, Infinite Blades, and then let's get Blur on. This is a good one. He has a few multi-attacks, so we'll stick the Thorns on. Now I'm going to get hit here because I didn't have enough block, but what's he about to do? 18. So let's actually just get rid of this strike because I'm not planning to use that. We're going to weaken him, so he's going to do 12 damage. We're going to envenom. We're going to shiv him to get the poison built up. Now every other round he goes intangible, so he only takes 1 damage. That's fine. With the poison, the next round he just takes loads of it, so it's really worth building it up on him. Phantasmal Killer, not really what I wanted. Right, so let's block some of this incoming damage. Gonna get rid of Bouncing Flask, stick the caltrops on, and then do a bit of poison. So I'm gonna take 4 damage here. Now, let's not use Masterful Stab. Let's do Footwork, Adrenaline, Blur, keep him weak. Any block that I build up now is going to stay on because of Blur, and then if I can get Blur out again, I can just keep that high block running. These burn cards are going to start coming through soon. Choose a card to discard. Well, he's got intangible on, so let's get rid of that, so we're not going to be attacking. Play well-laid plans, blur, defend. And now, if I can keep this block high, I'm on 71 block at the moment, I never really need to worry about his attacks, even the ones where he does like 40 damage and stuff. Get rid of this burn card, no thank you. And okay, so let's get another poison on him. Let's get another bit of poison on him. Definitely defend. Bouncing Flask. Phantasmal Killer, and there we go. We've got 87 block. Oh, but it's gone because I didn't have a blur card. That's unfortunate. Never mind. Let's weaken this to 33. Blur. Okay, so I'm going to take 13 damage here. So I'm getting in the low amounts. Something I need to be mindful of. I probably won't fight the elite that's a bit further up the map. I'll probably just focus on getting healed as quickly as possible. Poison. Oh, I didn't realise, but I've actually beaten him. So, see you later. Nah, I've got enough cards. I don't need that. Okay, I didn't want a fight here, really. I wanted some sort of buff or whatever, but you get what you're given in Slay the Spire. Aha, leg sweep, very nice. And then we'll bounce Flask. So these ones I'm going to try and chip away at them as we go. Try and get them all dead on the same round, which is always the game with the Darklings. Shiv you. Masterful Stab. Bit blur. That. Alright, so we've got 36 blocks, so we've blocked all the incoming damage. The middle Darkling is nearly dead, but because it's got the block, it kind of balances with the other two now. My priority is going to be that back one because he's attacking. Maybe I can get him killed in just this round. So I'm actually going to get rid of the Shiv here. Stick Terror on him. Blur, Caltrops. Oh, I used the wrong poison card. That's a bit annoying. Never mind. Right. Let's get rid of this poison. Get some block on the go. Well-laid plans. I've got 28. There's 16, 32 coming in, so let's block here. And then... Okay, so... If I can kill this front one now, I win. Which I think I can. Very easily. There we go, he's done. Stab him out of existence. 11 gold. Piercing Whale. All enemies lose 6 strength this turn. Exhaust. It would have been good earlier. I'm not going to take it now. As you head upwards, hopping from one floating shape to another, you slip. You begin to fall. Lose Deadly Poison Plus, Well-Laid Plans, or Neutralize Plus. They're all really good. I'm going to get rid of Well-Laid Plans. It annoys me too much. We're going to heal here. Quick Slash. Deal 12 damage and draw 1 card. Although it's very powerful, I'm happy with my 22 cards. I'm not going to take it. And now, do I want to fight an elite just before the boss? Or do I just want to fight an enemy? Sometimes the normal enemies are as powerful as the elites, but I feel like this is going to be the Reptomancer, and it takes a little bit of time for all my stuff to come online. So we're going to go with the normal enemy. Just play everything. And hopefully we can just chop, chop, chop. Take this guy out relatively easily. Let's get rid of the Shiv here. Adrenaline. Stick Terror on him. Want that one. Tactician. Okay. I'll get rid of that then. I'm on 3 energy. Bouncing Flask. And I'll just do a little attack there. Okay. Now I want to keep Blur. This is tough. Let's just get rid of the Shiv again. Okay, so Envenom, Masterful Stab, Caltrops, Footwork, Blur. Oh yeah. At least my little bit of block will carry over to the next round. So he's going to do 28. I really, really want to not take that damage. So what we will do is block. Petition. I've got 6 energy to spend, which is more than enough. And I've neutralised all that incoming damage. Now, he's going to do 16, 24. I can weaken him. Let's get rid of Strike. So now that's going to be 18 coming in. I've neutralised that, so we can bounce Flask. Masterful Stab, Shiv, dodge and roll, lovely. Okay, let's get Blur on. So we've got 23 for the next attack. I think we might actually get him on this one. Yeah, there we go. He is out of play. 19 gold. Quick Slash again. It's like it wants me to have it. Do you know what? I'm going to take it. No, I'm not. I'm going to stick with my poison. Indecisiveness, eh? Let's get here. Let's heal right up to full. Nearly. Leg sweep. Apply 3 weak, gain 4 block. I am going to take this. An upgraded leg sweep is actually going to come in super useful against these bosses because their attacks can get really silly. Okay, so they've lost all their artifacts already. That's great. So we'll get Envenom in play. We'll get Footwork in play. We'll get this one in play. Unfortunately, I've got very little block. But I'm going to take Donu out first because he buffs the other one. Alright, so I'm taking 12 damage right off the bat, which is kind of annoying. Alright, first of all, we're going to leg sweep. So we're now not taking too much damage. Use that adrenaline, get as much in play as I can. And I'm going to use Blur here, so that a little bit of my block carries over to the next round. Yeah, so Donu, he buffs the other one, and the other one whose name I can't remember, I'll check in a minute. He does block, but the block isn't too much of a problem, especially when you're using poison, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to get rid of here the Shiv. I'll use those later. Let's boost our block with dexterity, dodge and roll, distraction. Oh, okay. Ooh. Well, this is good. So let's put the melees on him. Let's also weaken him. And yeah, I'm happy with that. That also means I don't have a Duff skill just hanging around in the deck. Alright, get rid of Masterful Stab because we're going to be poisoning more than anything else. Okay, and I've blocked the incoming damage from Donu. Oh, it's Deca and Donu. So we've got 20 coming in. Not a problem because I can... Oh, did not want to do that. I can use that to block. Let's get the Bouncing Flask out there. Now normally I would focus heavily on Donu first, but it just seemed to be chipping away at them both at the same rate. That's okay, as long as I don't sacrifice the victory for it. So he's sending in 28 damage, so I've only got block left anyway, and some of that's going to carry over, that's very nice. I really want to focus on getting the poison onto Donu now though. So Deca's doing 24 as well. I'm going to get rid of Bouncing Flask because it's too random. We're going to blur and blur. Then get the poison onto Donu. Okay. Let's lose. Let's lose the Shiv. So we want as much defend as possible here. He's sending in 44 and I've only got 30. There we go, 44 exactly. Very nice. And then after this round, Donu is out of the game, so we can focus on killing Decker. He's putting out 30 damage. He's already weak, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this Shiv and leg sweep him. That accounts for 20. Dodge and roll, 32. Make sure he stays weak, and then I'll just stuck that on there as well, just for my own sense of security. Okay, good. Now, I want the blurs, so I'm going to use those. So we'll Shiv and attack, leg sweep and blur. And now we've got 43 that's carrying around to the next attack. And he's just going to be consistently doing 30 every single time. So that's fine, because we're just watching the poison kind of knock him down. Now I can start using the Flask, because interesting, I can always play all of these. Let's get rid of Survivor. Yeah, because it's not splitting between the two of them, the Flask will just attack the one creature. But we're pretty much done now anyway. All I have to do is survive this round, which I will, even if I don't block. So let's get rid of the Shiv because it's the weakest link. Bouncing Flask. Deadly poison. He's got 29. He's got 36 poison on him. So I'm just going to do this for fun. And we've beaten him. Well, there we go. Victory music. Thump, thump, thump. A deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the Spire, the source of this evil? You prepare your daggers. You deal 744 damage. The heart squirms and bleeds, but is ultimately still pounding. Are your mightiest attacks not enough? You ask yourself, have I been here before? You feel you have dealt a total of 42,912 damage to the heart. The heart pulses louder and louder as your consciousness fades. Victory? Question mark. So we've unlocked the Ascension mode. Floors climbed, 51. Enemies slain, 17. Exordium elites killed 1. City elites killed 2. Beyond elites killed 1. Bosses slain 3. Champion 1. Perfect 1. Score 744. And we've unlocked some cards. We've got Bane, deal 7 damage. If the enemy has poison, deal 7 damage again. Catalyst, double the enemy's poison. That card can get really broken, it's great. And Corpse Explosion, apply 6 poison. When the enemy dies, deal damage equal to its max HP to all enemies. That's great on the cultists. Proceed. New character, we've unlocked the Defect. I like the Defect, he's one of my favourites. Thank you, Slay the Spire team. Casey and Anthony. And we've lit up the green emerald on the mystical door, so we can start getting heart kills. And there we have it. Okay, so next time I think I'll probably just go onto the Defect and run through a run on him. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving me a like or making a comment or taking a look at some of my other stuff. Everything's down in the description for you to have a read through. And above all, come back for more when I do my next one. See you again. Goodbye.